Hi everyone, it's Bonnie. I am here to share a new project that I've done, and this one actually is for me. Let me start by saying I have a cold, so excuse my voice, and also this may be a long one, so I hope it's not too long, but I'll go as quickly as I can to get everything in. Let me start by saying kudos and credits go to Bonnie, who is Sassy Scrappers here on YouTube. She's the one who gave me the brilliant idea for this. I've used the Graphic 45 A Lady's Diary collection. It's my absolute favorite, I think, of all time. And I saw a video that she did where she made a desktop calendar using that line. And I knew immediately the second I saw it that that's what I was going to do for this coming new year. So that's what I've done, and I've edged everything with the Gathered Twigs Distress Inks. You'll see a lot of distressing throughout. There's a lot to this, so I'm going to get going, and hopefully I don't take too long here. But to start with, I did magnets on each one so that I can change these out, and these are the Graphic 45 A Place in Time calendars that I just went in and put my dates on there, so I can change that each month. Some of the magnets are working good and some are not, so I'm going to have to do a little tweaking on that. But you can see there's a lot of layering. I've got trims that I've inked and stained and aged, and my Martha Stewart punch there across there, and the Fancy Lady. I added some bling trim there on the necklace, the postage stamps down here, flowers, a border strip going across. I hope you can see there's a little bling down there. I believe that was a bow bunny embellishment, more flowers. Down here, this was a kind of a fabric flower that I cut up to look like leaves. Butterfly, pretty flower. That's one of the die cuts from the collection, another flower there. Okay, and so then it would flip over. I'm just going to go each, I'm not going to go necessarily in order. I'm going to flip each one and then we'll turn around and go the other way. This is a lot of fussy cutting. I did flowers with stickles and pearls in the middle. These are Kane Company butterflies. You'll see the punch border all the way around there. Dress form. Got some trim going across, bling, little, what is that? The pearl pin, lace as a skirt, that trim that I just love at the bottom there. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Sorry about that, my batteries died. Typical as soon as you start a video. Did some fussy cutting from the paper line, that clock and flowers there tucked in. Okay, that's that page. There's a lot of stickles on everything. I did go over everything with the iridescent gold tattered angels when I was done. This page I did, this is one of the hanging sign cutouts or die cuts I should say, and I did that faux enamel look to it. I love the colors on that. Did the hanging, I did the cutout from the paper line with the ladies and just put a little key there on the corner. That hanging sign that's just empty under there. This I believe is a Fab Scraps filigree with a little flower in the middle. Coming down to this corner you can see the Martha Stewart punch again, the trim, one of the Prima leaves that we love. This little plastic cart here was a button from a Hobby Lobby pack that I got, and I just cut the back off. More flowers. I believe these are Melissa Francis calla lilies. I love those. Big flower there. Little stamping across the bottom there. Okay, so there's that page. Back out a little bit. Turn to the next one. Hope I'm not making y'all dizzy. Trying to hold it steady. This is a like tassel. That's not like a tassel, it is a tassel. How about that? And I just hung that from the top. More of the a punch. I think that's an EK Success punch. I'm not sure. My calendar, of course. Fussy cut this lady out. You recognize the Tim Holtz film strip. This is a Kaiser Craft wooden embellishment. I just did a little distressing and stickles on it. Flowers from Hobby Lobby, another little flower there. Melissa Francis corner, more of that trim that I love so much. Prima leaves down here. They're the ones that have the stickles. I'm not sure if you're going to get that or not. Fussy cutting of more flowers, a big flower that I did some distressing. Up the side over here, more fussy cutting of the clock and flowers, and that's one of the ladies on the paper line. I fussy cut that one out as well. Back up and let you see that as a whole. Okay, next page. Here's the next page for you. As you can see, there's borders down both sides that I did Martha Stewart punch heart punch on, and there's some trim here. Let me see if I can get in closer. It's a heart-shaped trim that I did a lot of inking on. Fussy cut out the title, A Lady's Diary, and all around the flowers. Added one of the die cut chipboard pieces, I should say, that was the clock. Added a couple of pearls. Added the flower, put a pearl in the middle and a little bling pearl trim. Fussy cut this lady, the same heart trim on that side. And we drop down to this corner. Tucked a little trim in under the corner there of this cut out from the paper line, as well as this one. Big flower put in the middle of another big flower there. Just made a little bow and put a cameo. And a little black pearl trim there at the bottom. More flowers cut out from the paper line, tucked it under. Okay. And hold on, I'll move to the next one. Here we go. Give you kind of an overview look of that page. And we'll move in here. You can see there's a paper doily underneath, a lot of distressing. That's one of the vintage paper sacks underneath, a lot of distressing. Made a bow, put a flower on top with the pearl in the middle. Cut out from the paper, tucked under, another flower. You can see a hint of the paper doily poking out. Trim along the bottom. Took this big black lace that I had and gathered it and made a big flower there. Did some flower layering. Another cut out from the paper line. Took a treble clef clip that I had, attached this heart filigree piece that I had gotten from a bead landing, I believe, at Michael's, and one of the velvet trinket pins from the line, the romance novel line from Prima. There's that page. And flip that, and we're back to the beginning, so let me turn it around. Okay, love this page, love it, love it, love it. Get an overview, and then I'll zoom in. Prima bling in the corner. This beautiful trim going across, I just can't get enough of that. Flowers, little flowers tucked in, a big key under the corner. This is some of that fabric vine, it's so pretty. You can see where I did the paper punching, and that goes clear across. Here is another trim that I had, that I did some inking on it and gathered it and made a flower out of it, put another Prima flower in the middle. This little piece down here, this little button, I believe is from a pink paisley pack from my stash. Flowers, more of that vine, layered this memories from one of the journaling cards. I cut a hole in the middle of the paper and distressed it and stuck this lady underneath. Not sure if you're going to get the dimension on that, but anyway. Bling there in the corner, a couple of flowers there that I believe are Melissa Francis. And this image, of course, is from the paper line as well. She's glamorous. This is one of my favorite pages. I love it. Okay. Turn over to another page. And here we go. I like this one as well. I did a lot of layering. You see that the magnet is not doing its job on that one. A Prima corner piece of bling that I had from my stash. Cutting with that Martha Stewart punch again, some of the paper from the line. Cut out that little postcard from the line. Did some black cardstock with the trim around. Layered it with a couple of cutouts from the paper line and a flower. Of course, this is from the line. Pearl pin there in the corner. Piece from the line all the way across. A couple of pieces of trim. Coming up here, one of the wood tickets that's from the romance novel collection, Prima romance novel. Some lace trim that's gathered around underneath this big Prima flower. Resin flower tucked in, a black one, and another flower there. A lot of layering, paper layering, of course, we love to layer. Okay, flip that over. Next page. Give you an overview. Zoom in. Another dress form that I did with some pearl pin there as a necklace. Some bling across 3 layers of trim that I did to look like a skirt. This is a chipboard piece from Prima, and I can't remember which collection. Big Jolie's white flower, I just love that. Prima trim you may recognize. Come up the side, big Prima flower with all the dangles, I love that. And the Lady Fussy Cut, sorry, I lost what I was looking at for a second there. Lady Fussy Cut, pearl pin, bling, bow there. I made this bow and stuck that in the corner. Okay, back up and turn to the next page. I like this one. I did kind of a corset look. Give you an overview. Okay, trim down the side that I love, and some of the little mini rosette trim going down. In this corner I've got the boot that was from a package from Hobby Lobby. Flowers, flowers, flowers. This stamp up here says be good, and if you can't be good, be stylish. I just got that from the Scrapbook Expo that we went to a couple months ago, and I can't remember the brand. Some bling. Here's where I did the corset idea. Just laced that with some pretty lace underneath. There's some of the postage stamps tucked underneath. Drop down here, the other part of that stamp is the actual corset. So I did some pearl pin on the buttons and a little bling from Swirly Doos there on the bottom. Trim and a layered piece there with some pearl trim across. Tucked one of those little metal hangers in that's a clip. A mini Prima leaf, another like organza type of flower, and a button from my stash. I can't remember what brand that was. Okay, back out and turn to the next page. Okay, give you an overview of this one. I'll come back in this corner. We've got some Prima bling, fussy cutting. You can see where I did some tearing and rolling and some other paper underneath. Got the postage stamps. That's a stamp from Graphic 45. Did a little bling along her hat. Get a good angle of that. Flower. Drop down to the bottom. More of that beautiful black lace that I love. There's another layer of trim down there. The pearl dangles. This is a Maya Road flower. I just love it. Love it. See if I can get a better look at it. It's like lace, and then there's bling in the middle. Sorry, that's a little better. This one, I can't remember what brand that was, but it's like a loopy flower, really cute. Flower, 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 cut out from the paper line, and a little bit of spray there. You can see there's a doily underneath, and I did another one of the Graphic 45 stamps there. Okay, trying to hurry, gals. I'm almost done, almost done. Really like this page too. Give you an overview. Okay, if you come in, you can see this is from the paper line. Remember, I just added some pearl pin, the Tim Holtz film strip, and one of his pin nibs. Got cut out of the car, tucked a little flower in. On this side there's more layering of paper, there's lace, there's cut out of the trim from the paper. Down here, skeleton leaf, and then a little, I don't know what you call that, but it's from Hobby Lobby, and that just kind of tucked it in there. It's got tulle and beads. Layered, including that aluminum one that I got from Etsy a long time ago. A couple little fabric leaves. More flowers. Sorry, trying to give you a good angle here of the leaves, or flowers I mean. Some pearl trim dangling. Over here, this is a Melissa Francis frame that on this cutout here, I just kind of made it so it looks like it's framing her. Really like how that turned out. And I don't know if you can tell at all, but I did some distressing the Gather Twigs ink on that and gave it an aged look. Fussy cutting there, more Prima trim, a little lace peeking out there. Okay, there's that page. And we are back to the end. So that's it, ladies. I hope you enjoyed. I had so much fun making this, and as I said, it's my favoriteest paper line ever. Got to get my magnet thing figured out so that my calendars will stay where they're supposed to. Anyway, if you have any questions or comments, I'll try to answer any questions you have, and I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Bye.